Okay, 9:30 in the kingdom on a Wednesday, and we don't know if the beer truck is even coming today. Because Christmas screws everything up. Like, beer's supposed to be a Wednesday, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday or whatever. But we're okay, we stocked up. All right, today it is minus 26 Celsius, but feels like minus 33. On the F scale, that's 15F, but feels like minus 27F, okay? So it's chilly, no matter how you look at it. Plus, there's a slight breeze. So today we're going to haul some water because it's a warm day. Yes, a warm day. So we got an 85 Chevy truck cut down to make a trailer. 85 was the last year you could make trailers out of the trucks because they were good. After that, they just didn't make good frames, okay? So that 85 Chevy truck has been in the kingdom over 12 years as a trailer. But see, note those aluminum rims, okay? All right. We got to put air in them. See the air hose? Okay? When it gets cold, those aluminum rims leak. Yes. So at minus 40 Fahrenheit or Celsius, you come out in the car, will have a flat tire because of the aluminum rim. Oh yes, you can put the lubricant or the sealant around the edge or the bead or whatever. It doesn't work. It's a waste of time. So anytime you buy a vehicle, you make sure it comes with the steel rims, eh? Because up here you don't have to look cool, okay? There's no point in looking cool and having aluminum rims because they're just going to corrode because all the salt they put on the road, all right? So that's what we do. We put the steel rims on. This trailer gets used maybe once or twice a month or whatever to haul water. So we just put air in the tires when it's cold out, okay? So there's a reason why we have to put air in the tires because there's like 500 US gallons in that tank, eh? And I figured it out with Google. That's 4,175 pounds, okay? So we have to make sure there's air in the tire for some reason. I don't know why, okay? So we'll scroll this way. It's cold. The iPod's going to censor me, but I also have to get going because the staff is waiting for me. I get to driver's skidoo. Not much of a sunrise today. All right, it's too cold out here. I got to get going. Okay, it takes about 2 hours in Whoville to fill the tank, and as you can see, the water is dark colored because fish have sex in it. We pay $1,300 a year for it, plus we have to buy bottled water on top. So yeah, move to Whoville to retire. Great plan. But as you can see, the cop car or ex-cop car handles the weight pretty good because like Alwood Blue says, it's got cop motor, cop suspension, and cop shocks. So it works out pretty good. But we're just going a little distance from Whoville to the kingdom. And it being this cold, we don't hook up the trailer lights because the wires just break, okay? Also, too, in 2017, we upgraded the suspension on the trailer here. We have the coilover shocks and the heavy-duty overload springs. Oh, my hand's getting cold just holding this. All right, so we're using a submersible pump because why waste your time trying to get a Honda or anything started? So we pump it off with a 1-inch line, so it takes about 20 minutes. Okay, now to make it more fun, we're pumping water from the trailer, which is the red hose right here. And the pump on top of the storage tank is now pumping the black hose up to the house through the hole in the wall right there, okay? So that's how I can get rid of all the water and get it moving all at the same time. Okay, 3 hours exactly to haul a load of water to the kingdom, okay? And I put everything away, and you can see when we drain the hose, the water comes out. See right there? That's my finger. All right, so that's the joys of living at the end of the world and hauling your own water. But we've done it for 26 years. It's a fact of life. But in those 3 hours, we're actually doing other things. We're not sitting there on the phone sharing memes or whatever it is on Facebook. We're hustling our tushies off to get things done. And also, too, with that water being cold, I used a laser temperature gun like Dr. Evil would use, and it showed it minus 4 Celsius, okay? So now the shop will be cold and the house will be cold, but I pumped a wood stove up in the shop to get lots of heat. And in the house, I'm cooking a pizza in the oven to warm up the house because there's 100 gallons of cool water inside now. It's like having your ex-wife or sitting beside your ex-wife. You can feel the coldness of her heart. And the flag exercise is doing good. A tangled mess. So now I'm going to have some lunch and work in the shop. Okay? It's too chilly out here. Okay, just about done for the day, and the hood panel's kind of turned out. We're not really sure what we're doing. We're just using up some lumber that was kind of abused, so we bolted on some more pieces on the front. Once we get the hood figured out, because we've changed the hood drastically, because it used to taper back to a small little area back here. All right, that's what the D6 originally had. That was the hood. So we've made these hoods wider to get more heat onto the operator, and that is another reason why we call the other D6 the hood, because it's got the biggest hood of them all. All right, so we had a good day. Okay, back in October, we were trying to put the stump pad on for the first time ever. We couldn't figure out why it wasn't fitting. Well, these are the hydraulic hoses from the hard nose of the hydraulic pump that go to raise and lower the blade. Well, it got punched in right here, okay? So we couldn't get the stump pan on. So I used my plasma cutter and trimmed it all up. We're not wasting time out in October doing this little stuff that can be done inside the shop by the wood stove where it's nice and warm. Okay, the wood stove's at that end of the tank, and this is the storage tank for the house, or the water for the house or the shop or whatever. So that end is nice and warm. But back here, if you put your hand on this tank, you can feel how cold it is. It's like an ice cube, okay? And yet this steel is warm, okay? So that tells you how cold that water is, and it takes about 24 hours actually to warm it up. All right, let's check on the flag exercise. Okay, the flag exercise survived the day. He's in kind of a happy mood there. It's chilly out here, so I better get going here. I got to plug in the cat back in here, right there, because that's the next one in the shop. So we got to get things moved around tomorrow, because enough of this playtime. All right, talk to you guys later.